Hello friends, today we are going to discuss one type of power amplifier, that is class B power amplifier. In class B power amplifier, the collector current flows only during half cycle of the input signal. Now here the class B power amplifier circuit is given, where this is your input signal and across load we will get the output signal. Now there is two transistors used, one is NPN transistor, another one is PNP transistor. Now only during the positive half cycle the transistor T1 will be on and the collector current will flow for the positive half cycle of the input, and during the negative half cycle the transistor T1 will be off and T2 transistor will be on, and during that time we will get the output and IC2 current will flow through the transistor 2. Now when the positive half cycle comes, then due to that this terminal potential will become positive, also this terminal potential will become positive. Now due to the positive potential, that base emitter will be in forward bias of T1 transistor, and due to positive potential across this terminal, the base emitter of T2 transistor will be in reverse bias. So transistor T1 will be switched on and the collector current will passes through the transistor T1 and no current will passes through transistor T2. So current will pass through transistor T1 and then through the load, and we will get the output like that. Now when the negative half cycle will come, then this point and this point will get the same potential, negative potential, and as we are getting here negative potential and this is a NPN transistor, so base emitter terminal of this T1 transistor will be in reverse bias, but this base emitter will be in forward bias. So transistor T1 will be switched off and transistor T2 will be switched on, and collector current will passes through transistor T2. So current flow direction will be looking like that, so that across load we will get this type of output. Okay. Now we have to bias this circuit such a way so that the Q point will be at the edge of cutoff. So during the positive half cycle of the input, the transistor will allow to pass the current, so conduction will take place when the positive half cycle comes for NPN transistor, and we will get across the output terminal, we will get that type of output signal. So it is very important to fix the Q point such a way so that the conduction angle will be only for 180 degree. Okay. Now if we see the circuit is here and VCC is applied, and we have biased such a way so that the Q point is at the edge of cutoff. If we see the efficiency of class B amplifier, the class B amplifier efficiency is greater than class A amplifier. It is near about 78.5% theoretically. Now this class B amplifier has one problem, that is crossover distortion problem. Let's discuss about the crossover distortion problem. In the circuit, there we are using two transistors. If the transistors are made of silicon, then across base emitter the potential drop will be 0.7 volt. So, if the potential across base is greater than 0.7, then only the transistor will be switched on, because if the potential across base is greater than 0.7, then only base emitter will be in forward bias. So, transistor will be switched on. See this diagram. So, y axis representing the collector current, x axis represent the input voltage. So, when the input voltage is greater than 0.7, then collector current will flow through the transistor. For transistor 2, T2 greater than 0.7, then this is in negative minus 0.7, then the base emitter will be in forward bias, and through T2 transistor the current will flow, the IC current will flow. That means, when the T1 is on, then T2 is off, and when T2 is on, then T1 is off. Now, due to this potential drop, if we see the input signal, when input is giving, now if the input potential is greater than 0.7, then only transistor will on, otherwise the transistor will not on. So, this is your dead zone where the transistors will be off. So, if we see, due to that the output will be look like that, and for this potential 0.7 across this region we will not get any output waveform. So, this information will lost. So, this is our crossover distortion problem. Due to crossover distortion problem, we will get some, we will lose some amount of signal. So, how can we remove this problem? We can avoid crossover distortion problem in class AB amplifier. In class AB amplifier, the conduction angle is greater than 180 degree, but it is less than 360 degree. So, we have to choose the Q point such a way. See, this is load line, IC versus VC, this is the load line, and we are choosing the Q point such a way so that the conduction of the transistor will be for greater than 180 degree input angle, but less than 360 degree angle. The Q point is chosen here. So, when the input is getting, depending on input, the collector current will vary, and the conduction is greater than 180 degree. So, no crossover distortion problem will happen in class AB amplifier. In class AB amplifier, this is the class AB amplifier circuit, where we are seeing that the biasing is done by VCC supply and the resistor and diodes. Now, in the base emitter, potential drop for silicon transistor is 0.7. Now, due to that 0.7 potential drop across base emitter, we are getting the crossover distortion problem. So, we are using here two silicon diodes which is have the potential drop in forward bias is 0.7 volt. So, when the input will come, here the potential drop is in between base emitter is 0.7 volt, across this diode D1 is potential drop is 0.7 volt, across transistor T2 base emitter is 0.7 volt, across D2 also the potential drop is 0.7 volt. So, we can see that here potential difference is 0.7, here potential drop is 0.7. So, total potential drop across here is 1.4. Same here across the D1 and D2 potential drop is 1.4 volt. Due to that, we will not get any crossover distortion problem. Now, how this is working? The same way, when the input is coming, accordingly the base emitter will be in forward bias for T1 transistor, then current will pass through T1 transistor, and for in the negative half cycle, this transistor for greater than negative half cycle, that means for greater than 180 degree conduction, that transistor will be on. Also that transistor T2 will be on for greater than negative 180 degree half cycle. So, we will get the output for the positive part, we will get like that when the transistor when the transistor T1 will be on, then we will get this type of curve, and when the transistor T2 will be on, then we will get the output like this type of output signal. Now, the efficiency of the class AB amplifier is near about 50 to 60%. Now, class A, class B, class AB, all the amplifiers are linear amplifier, where the output is changing linearly according to the input signal. Now, we are going to discuss class C power amplifier, which is non-linear amplifier, and the efficiency of a class C amplifier is very high, near about 99%. Now, in class C amplifier, the conduction angle for class C amplifier is less than 180 degree. Class C amplifier also named as tuned amplifier. This is a parallel resonance circuit is there. So, you can tune at a particular frequency input. When the input will come and this transistor will be on for less than 180 degree conduction angle, and we will get the output. So that we are fixing the Q point such a way at here, if we fix the Q point here, then this is in the cutoff region. So, for the input from here to here, there will be no current across the transistor. So, IC will be 0 if the input is greater than this point. If the input is greater, when the IB will increase, and then the transistor will be on and IC collector current will passes through. So, we can see that for this region only the transistor will be conducting, and rest of the region the transistor will be switched off. So, the conduction period is less than 180 degree, and we will get the output like that. Thank you all.